Well, how's it going there, YouTube? Coming at you with a very special video today, something a little different. This is a car audio channel, and that's what we will always be. However, I decided to make this video because it's important to me. A lot of you kind of already know my story. For those of you that are new to my channel or maybe don't know me as an individual, I've made a lot of bad choices growing up. I'm about to turn 40 here in November, and I just can't believe how quick time goes by. And just spending so many of my early years just making foolish decisions, living in the moment, doing what feels right instead of doing what is right, and not really thinking about the future, right? Not doing anything to build a foundation to set myself up for when I become older, right? Because I'm all about being young, rich, and free, right? I don't want to be old, broken, decrepit. I don't want to, enjoy life when I'm 60, 70 years old and, earn a meager pension, right? I wanted to always be successful, right? I'm always had the mindset of being a go-getter. And, I've done a lot of different things, all different kinds of jobs, from being in the military to working fast food, even getting in law enforcement. That was a mistake. But I'm proud to say now that after everything I've done, including owning a car audio shop, which I no longer do. Now I just do videos to help people out and share my knowledge on car audio. But after all of that, I came to find out that it's not about how hard you can work for money. It's about how hard can you learn how to make money work for you, right? Because if you're always trading time for money, you're going to be broke, right? Because you only have 24 hours in a day. And it took me a while to figure that out, right? It took me a while to figure out that, gosh, if I don't figure out how to make money start working for me, then I'm always going to be working for it, right? And I'm always going to be left with just living in scarcity and not living to my full potential. And I'm not all about money, but you got to get the money thing figured out so that you can have time. Because I'm a time guy, right? I like my freedom. I no longer have to go to a job. I don't have to work a 9 to 5 because I built a financial foundation, right, outside of my job, outside of this YouTube channel, so that way the money thing's taken care of, right? And I can, have fun with my family and go to Disney World. God, we just came back from a trip in Disney World in October, and we're going back in January to take the kid there and just have fun and enjoy life. That's what it's about, right? So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. And, I never always had that mindset. Like I said, I was young, dumb growing up, living for the weekends, going to kegers, partying, drinking like nuts. And it wasn't until, we just hit a fork in the road, like, gosh, are we going to continue going down this path? Is this the best version that I can be of myself? And, it took some self-reflecting and realization that, there's a lot more that I can do with my life. And there's a lot more that I have the potential and capacity to do. And I met some really great people, some very successful entrepreneurs that helped me to become the best version of myself, to help me learn how to leverage money so that I can have time. And that's just kind of the story, my story. If anybody want to know any more specifics or, wants to find out, if there's any way that I could potentially help you, go down that path of becoming 100% debt free, being able to, have control of time and money, being able to have some great relationships in your life, then hit me up, okay? I'm just a comment or a private message away if you hit me up on Instagram. But I just wanted to share this with you today and just kind of share a little milestone that I'm pretty fired up and excited about. So as you know, my financial decisions in the beginning were not very good, like I mentioned, doing stupid things, financing cars and then financing rims to put on it, and then, just living a credit-based life. And I didn't understand credit. I didn't understand the fact that, hey, it's free money, right? No, that's not true, right? You got to pay the piper. There ain't no gravy train. But, we made some bad decisions. We, got to a point where we honestly lost our house. We had our cars repossessed and we were at rock bottom, right? We had nothing. And, an amazing business came into our lives where we were able to capitalize on the free enterprise system, right? Learn how to leverage time so that we can make money without having to trade our time for it. And, that the rest is history. So I've been able to have a great life ever since that moment, and be able to make great decisions to help other people do the same thing. Now, this video, as you can see, I was holding this card in the thumbnail. Now, there's a reason why this is so important to me, because there was a time I remember where I couldn't even get approved for a $300 Credit One, 29% interest rate credit card because my credit was so bad. My credit was so bad, they wouldn't even take my cash. And, we had to make some changes. I had to make some changes. I had to grow up, right? I had to realize that, hey, life's not a party, but if you work hard and stay consistent and disciplined, then you can party the rest of your life, right? The problem is when people don't delay gratify and they want to party up front and then, they turn 40, 50 and they realize, oh gosh, life's not a party. I didn't do anything to set up myself financially. And then, those are the kind of people that you see working at Home Depot in their 60s, working at Walmart in their 70s, and working at Walgreens in their 80s, God forbid. But that's because they made bad decisions, right? They wanted to party and have fun when they were young, and they didn't do anything to build a foundation for their future. Thank God I got it figured out in my 30s, so that way, I'm 39 right now, and I'm financially independent, I'm debt-free, I don't have to go to a job, and I can live my life, right, in my 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and not have to worry about trading time for money or being, have a thumb over my head by my boss telling me, what I can and can't do. So anyway, back to this. So like I said, this is something that's important to me. It's a big milestone. And again, I know it's just a piece of plastic. Well, in this case, it's actually metal, right? The American Express Platinum card is metal, which is pretty cool. But like I said, there was a time where I couldn't even get approved for a $300 credit line. That's how bad I was financially. I was down and out. I was busted. But through working on establishing that credit and, showing them that I can be accountable, that I changed, I made good decisions, I started to make a little bit more money through jobs and, just increasing my profile, so to speak. I eventually got a $1,000 credit line, with Capital One. I believe that was my second credit card, after my financial collapse, is a $1,000 credit line with Capital One. And I still had my original $300 credit line with Credit One. So a whopping $1,300 of buying power, woohoo. And then, just working hard, right? Being consistent with my bills and being responsible financially, growing as a person, being more responsible. And then, eventually working up to more credit lines where I can, get approved for $2,500, $5,000. I remember taking out another car loan once I could finally get approved for that again and then paying it off. I'm not about debt. Okay, I don't believe you should carry debt. I treat my credit cards like cash. Okay, that is a big thing here. Okay, because cash is king, but there's a smart way to do it. Okay, you treat credit cards like cash. What do I mean by that? You buy something with it and then you pay it off, right? You don't carry a balance and you don't accumulate interest because interest is just throwing money in the trash. Okay, if you pay off your credit cards, now not all credit cards are like this, but most. If you pay off your balance before the end of your statement, you don't have to pay interest, right? But you get to accumulate all the benefits and perks that credit card has to offer, and you get to build your credit profile, right? And it looks good to have a zero or very low balance, right? Not necessarily zero, but carry a very low balance, no more than 10, 15% on your credit cards so that they can see that you have buying power, but you're not using it all. So that was important. And then culminating, fast forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 years almost, not that long, but, I'd say 10, 15 years, I was able to get approved for this. Now, this is a big milestone for me. Okay, American Express, the Platinum card, this is legit. Like, this is some serious stuff here. There's no spending limit, right? There's no preset spending limit. Now, that doesn't mean you can go buy a $500,000 house, right? There's a lot of factors that are in play, but there's no limit. You can just buy what you want and pay it off when you're done, right? The next month or the same month. I like to pay it off, like I said, the next week at the latest because I don't want to accumulate any interest or anything like that. And that's what I recommend you do if you get something like this, right? Don't carry a balance from one month to the other because you're going to throw money down the drain. This actually is a charge card, so you have to pay it off every month. But the benefits to something like this is just crazy. I mean, for anybody that travels, when you go to airports, they have the Centurion Lounge, they have airport clubs, Delta Sky. The Delta Sky Club is pretty legit. I've been there before. I mean, you get access to those for free just by carrying this card. Okay, it's a pretty good deal. And they got free liquor and drinks. If that's your kind of thing, you can grab a beer. They got a buffet line. They got couches, showers, sleeping pods. It's legit, right? If you're going to travel like that, you get, complimentary early check-in, late checkout at hotels, free upgrades. You get treated like a VIP. They even give you $200 worth of Uber credits that you can use for rides or Uber Eats. Saks Fifth Avenue credits every single, biannually, that my wife uses to buy things from Saks Fifth Avenue. Purchase protections. I mean, it's unbelievable. And, when I got this card, there was a 100,000 point introductory offer, which equates to about, $1,500, $2,000 of free money that they just gave me so that I can use on whatever I want, right? Book and travel, get an Amazon gift card and using it whenever I want. I mean, it's unbelievable. And, this thing right here, again, it's just a representation that, I changed who I was to get to where I want to go, right? Because a very successful person told me that you cannot be a multimillionaire tomorrow being the same person you are today, right? You cannot be somebody different tomorrow being who you are today. So if you are not the person you want to be, if you're not living the life you want to live, if you're not, in a place in your life that, you're content with, then the only option is to change and do something different. Albert Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing, expecting different results, right? And how common is that for people out there in society to do the same thing, expecting different results? So, I had to change, things had to change, and guess what? My life changed. And this is just a milestone. My goal is to be able to get the Centurion card. It's the American Express Black card. It's invite only. But it is crazy exclusive. I mean, you get some perks that will blow your mind. But, with it comes a very hefty $10,000 annual fee. But if you get invited to get the Centurion Black card, I believe the minimum income for that is $250,000 a year. So if you want to get approved for the Centurion Black card, you need to be making at least $250,000 a year just to be considered to qualify for it. So I'm getting there. I'm working my butt off and doing great things, helping a lot of people to get to that point. So I just wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you guys got some value out of this. Again, I didn't mean to, change the genre of my channel here. Like I said, this will be a car audio channel that's true to my roots, true to my heart. But I just wanted to do something a little different today and just share with you guys because, again, you're my audience, and all my subscribers here, or maybe if you're brand new and stumbled on this video on accident, I just want to keep that connection with you guys. So not only, I can help you with car audio and share my knowledge there, but, we can create a relationship, even though it may be virtually here through the screen, right? Of, just knowing who I am, and I'd like to get to know you of who you are as well. So please feel free to comment below. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram account, private message me. I'm always open to have a conversation and get to know my audience, all right? So it's been great. Definitely appreciate you guys sticking through the whole video and watching till the end here. And again, if there's anything that I can do to help add value to any of my viewers out there, feel free to comment, follow me on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and take care of you, all right? But signing off now, make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and we'll help you take it to the next level. Not just your car audio, but your finances.